So, guys, on November 30th, 2016, I got the Asus ZenFone 3 laser in the morning time. And then later that night, later that day, the nighttime, I upgraded to the Asus ZenFone 3, the 64 gig model, the flagship model, the more higher spec model. But on December 4th, like 3 days later, I decided, that this is too much money and that I don't have any money left and that I need to take back the 64 gig model and go back to the 32 gig model, which is the laser. The laser. Back to the laser. I don't know. I mean, they're both identical, but of course the 64 gig model was a lot more better, of course. But of course, $429 compared to $279. So let's round up the taxes here without warranty and all that other stuff. So this device right here, with taxes, it's $315.35. Where the 64 gig model was $429, but with taxes it was like $484. So close to $485. So yeah, there's a big difference. There's it was really expensive, and I needed the money, and at least now I got a phone and I have some money left. So that's the main thing. Where I had the higher model, the 64 gig, of course, and I didn't have nothing at all. I didn't have no money. I had food, but I wanted to have money too for other things, right? So unfortunately, yeah, so December 4th, I did officially go back to the Asus ZenFone 3 laser. I don't know what people on YouTube are going to say. I mean, it's just been crazy the last few days, going back and forth, but they always give you your money back, though, within 14 days, right? They cannot deny you, I can take this phone back in 14 days. I got it on December 4th, so, but the thing is, though, if you do that constantly, if you repeat that over and over, they're going to get disappointed, and, they're going to probably ban you from the store if you do that. You know what I mean? So, I mean, they do have other unlocked phones at Staples, but they say that this is one of the best ones, like the Asus ZenFone 3 and 3 laser. They're one of the better, cheaper unlocked phones than the other cheaper phones. They got ones there for like $199 and $250 and stuff like that, but they're not as good as the ZenFone 3 laser, right? So yeah, this phone is it's identical to the higher model, to the 64 gig, but the 64 gig is glass, where this is like plastic or metal, whatever it's called. And as you can see, it's white and silver, where the other one is like black. So yeah, the other one was more shinier. It was more richer. This one it's more cheaper, but still, for $300, I mean, and you're on a low budget, $300 for a phone is still a lot, because I mean, I'm used to $150 or $200 spending on a phone. But the thing is, though, when it comes to specs, and stuff like that. You know, you have to pay more money, right? Pay more cash. So yeah, guys. So it's officially I did go back to the laser. Um, I mean, I had to. I mean, I was gonna go back to the iPod Touch 6th generation. I was gonna get like a different color. At Staples, they're once again on sale for, or sorry, the Source. They're on sale for $279 again, same price as this phone. But a phone is probably better than an iPod Touch because I mean the iPod Touch is only a 4-inch screen, where this is 5.5. Um, so you know, once again, we're gonna look at the box here. If I can stop. Yeah, it's gonna. Okay, 1 second. What's up, guys? Yeah, so I mean, the specs are lower, but not by much. Like I mean, 2 gig. You know, I talked about this before. So, but yeah, I mean, it's still decent, right? I used to look at all these things anyway. So, so would I recommend this phone to anybody? For someone that's on a low budget like me, and someone that's not working, but if you're, depending on what income you get, though, right? If you're on welfare, Ontario Works, and that's in Canada, Ontario, then you're not going to be able to afford this kind of phone because you're not going to get very much money. But when you're on disability, on ODSP, you know, like look at me, man. But isn't that crazy though? I bought a $430 phone. That's more. Like that Asus ZenFone 3, the 64 gig model, that phone cost more than a PS4 and an Xbox One. It costs because the new Xbox One S is $379 for the I think terabyte or 500 gig. I don't know, but and the PS4 Slim. So yeah, you know, so this is $100. So, but this model here, of course, is $100 cheaper than a PS4 and Xbox One. You know, because getting into $379 and you know it's getting into $400, right? And then $429, you're getting close to like $500. So without warranty. But for these kind of phones, for Asus, it's not really worth paying that much money. That's really expensive. So that's another thing. That's why, I mean, I loved that phone. I really did love it. But the thing is, though, I needed money. So, and the thing about that phone, too, it had C-type charging. It charged pretty good. This is just like, I think it does support fast charging, but it didn't come with a fast charging charger, so it's just a micro USB. So, but yeah, guys. I mean, it's still a good phone. It does what it needs to do. It works for the things that I needed to do. But if I decided to go with the small iPod Touch over this phone, yeah, I don't know about that, man. I mean, the eyesight camera on the iPod Touch is pretty decent. You know what I mean? It's Apple, but other than that, when it comes to big screens and you want to watch Netflix on like, you know, watching Netflix on a 4-inch screen is it's kind of blah. It's not, you know, it's better on a 5 or a 5.5-inch screen, right? So, now do I regret exchanging and going back to the laser, to the lower end model? Yes and no. I mean, the thing is though, it feels like when you're doing stuff, of course, it's the same UI, it's the same operating system, it's the same layout. You know what I mean? So, but I mean, like I said, the only difference is the 64 gig model, of course, is more space, more RAM, more gigahertz, um, more expensive, glass instead of metal or plastic. So, so yeah, like that's what it's all about, right? So, but yeah, the iPod Touch 6th generation, which I had before, which I had the blue one. It's the same price as this phone, but it is better to go with a phone than an iPod Touch, and I'm not much into Apple as I mean, I'm more into Android, right? That's just my thing. So, but guys, the thing in this video right here, I just wanted to let I don't know, this thing's like shaking and shit. It's weird. The camera on this phone's okay, but it seems like it's like see look, it's like shaking. Like I'm not even look. I don't know, my hand's shaking a little bit, but well, that's good enough anyway.